from their studio, floating on a surfboard in Hawaii.
When life gives you lemons, just say fuck the lemons and bail.
Dicks? Like a man dick?
Mister, if you don't shut up, I'm gonna kick 100% of your ass!
Talk radio.
Yeah, I'm doing the drywall up there at the new McDonald's.
There she is, the wonderful lady. Right? Personality plus all the time. Every time I come in here, nothing but smiles.
Welcome to Filmgoat.
Welcome to Filmgoat. Welcome to Filmgoat.
Welcome to Filmgoat.
You're my boy, bro!
It is January 26th, 2016. This is Filmgoat. I'm Michael.
I'm Jason.
I'm David.
And, as always, in segment one of this here show, we start going through the Oscars, and we go through some of the nominees and talk about some of them. And we're starting with the 79th Oscars, which was for the year 2006. Best Picture was The Departed. What else was nominated for Best Picture, David?
Babel, Letters from Iwo Jima, Little Miss Sunshine, and The Queen.
The Queen.
The Queen.
The Queen.
Babel.
Babel.
So The Departed should have won, and it did. It was certainly the best
They
movie.
got it right.
Yeah, for once. Jeez.
Oh, so good. Certainly better than The Queen.
Okay, they've got it right other years too, but they got it
Yeah,
right here.
You know, Little Miss Sunshine was good.
And
But The Departed.
Marty won for Best Director with keeping with the Best Picture, Best
Was
Director.
that the first time he ever got it? Do you think he got it for like Goodfellas? Like, I feel like he kept getting snubbed.
He
but,
definitely did on a few of them. I don't think he got it any of the years we've talked about.
No. Like, I think even for Goodfellas, like he was always nominated for everything. Maybe he won it for some random movie, but got it for The Departed. Should have got it. It was so good.
I think it was his first.
It might have been. They should have given it to him before, probably, but oh well. So good. As I said, better than The Queen.
The Queen.
The Queen.
What else was nominated again?
Little Miss Sunshine.
Oh, that's when Steve Carell
Babel.
was finally like, I'm not just funny. Kind of funny.
Yeah, and Alan Arkin won Best Supporting Actor.
Strangely rated R movie. It's not really a rated R movie. I think they just say fuck like twice.
No, the mute kid, when he figures out he's all
that's right.
colorblind and whatnot, he just goes on a fuck fest.
It's basically because of one scene.
No, I mean, saying the word fuck.
He goes on a fuck fest. That's not good. The blind kid goes on an orgy. I forgot about that scene. Good movie. Alan Arkin. Solid. And that's when that one girl,
Greg Kinnear.
that was her first movie. And now she's in a bunch of movies. The little girl, she was nominated for Best Supporting Actress.
Yeah.
If only we knew her name. So The Departed. Amazing.
I think it was his first director Oscar.
I think
That's
so.
what I thought. Yeah.
Combing through
Good call, me.
all of the damn awards he's gotten for all his movies.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the first.
And the woman, Michael, you were talking about, her name is Abigail Breslin.
Oh, yes. Now she's a woman. She wasn't in Little Miss Sunshine.
No, she was not.
She was a wee lass. I suppose she was a
wee lass.
Oh, hey, last.
I don't even know what else she's been in. I guess she's grown up now.
Which is funny because,
Maybe she's sexy now. Just kidding.
Forrest Whitaker won for The Last King of Scotland.
So what is his affliction? Here at Filmgoat, we like
He
to...
was a dictator?
I don't know if you're afflicted with dictatorism, but he certainly was a dictator. He has that lazy eye. I mean, maybe that's his affliction, but that is just kind of for...
Okay, Abigail Breslin is 19.
Ah.
So what you said is technically not creepy. But
I knew she was at least 18. That's the only reason I said it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not get caught up on this.
I knew.
Let's not bring attention to it.
Oh, Lord. Okay, yeah. Get away from
I'm
it.
sure everyone knew.
Helen Mirren won for The Queen.
Yes. Over 18 as well.
Oh, yes. Well,
The Queen is just when Princess Diana dies. It's like, what will the Queen do? Because I guess they didn't get along. I didn't see that movie. Didn't really feel like it. That's a British movie.
bad critic, man.
The Queen. Helen Mirren. That's what every British actress probably wants to do. Just be the Queen one day. They get nominated.
I get...
Sure, Meryl Streep could even do it, even though she's not British. They nominate her for everything. Was she nominated?
Wasn't
this
she
year?
the Iron Lady? Was she in that?
I don't know.
But yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes.
Margaret Thatcher, right?
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes, she can play a British
She
woman.
can, and she probably was nominated. Meryl
Anywho, we'll
Streep.
get
Alan Arkin. Alan Arkin won for Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we already stated. But
Yeah,
Marky
I was
Mark-
busy looking up the fucking Oscars for goddamn Marty Scorsese.
Yeah. But Marky Mark for The Departed was also nominated.
The Departed.
The Departed.
Yeah, probably Marky
Had it.
Mark's best role.
Probably, yeah.
'Cause-
Since The Funky Bunch.
Yeah, this is true. The Funky Bunch is hard to argue with, or The Happening.
Yeah.
It's just that's
Come
the
on,
wind,
come
the
on.
trees. No, he's good in this movie.
Yeah, he's
Not in those other movies.
Yes.
Transformers, not good.
Interpretation of the experimental data.
Yeah, The Departed, good.
Very-
Matt Damon, bad. Spoiler. He's a rat.
He's a rat.
It's a cheesy rat. It's a rat in your unit. That's a fact.
Fucking rat in my.
Jack Nicholson, coked out. One of my favorite coked out scenes, and Scorsese has a lot of them. But it's when he's with all those hookers and he has like his gut hanging out and his eyes are all dilated.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. He's like, It's like, wait, what's happening? The movie just did cocaine for a second. It gets back on track. Okay, tension. Lots of tension. The Departed.
But yeah, Leo was excellent in it.
Was he nominated?
I don't think so.
He hasn't won anything yet.
No, he was nominated for Blood Diamond though.
Oh, strange. Blood Diamond. Okay movie. Has its moments of awful things happening. Just terrible. Genocide. Things of that ilk. I think he was better in The Departed. I don't know why he was nominated for
I don't
that.
know why they would go for that.
I guess they wanted to nominate Blood Diamond for something because of what it's about.
But they nominated the other guy in it.
Who? The other guy. The black guy.
Can't
Yeah,
pronounce his name. He's probably saying the other guy.
Yeah, Digimon.
Digimon Hinsu.
Digimon.
Yeah,
Digital monster.
yes. Those existed.
Yeah.
But this is Digimon Go.
Yeah, but they nominated him for Best Supporting Actor. So why the hell would he? Whatever.
They just wanted to nominate it for something.
Who cares?
Because they were going to give The Departed everything else. They had to give Forrest Whitaker something. I don't know. There's all these politics into it. But The Departed, best movie that year. We're going to move on. 2007. Where a little movie by a couple directors came out called No Country for Old Men. Won Best Picture. What else was nominated that year?
Atonement, Juno, Michael Clayton, and There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. Should have won. Just kidding. No Country for Old Men.
I really enjoyed
Coen
There
Brothers,
Will Be Blood.
clearly.
But I don't think it should have won.
No. I don't think it should have won.
That was definitely just a joke.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Daniel
I'm
Day-Lewis
glad
did win.
Daniel Day won Best Actor though.
He's
I
good.
drink your milkshake.
He's definitely pretty over the top in it. It's fun.
He's kind of an asshole to his kid though.
Yeah, kind
It's
of.
not his kid.
Yeah, I know. A bastard from a basket.
Which is not a spoiler because that's well established at the beginning of the very beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
not not that we were worried about any spoilers. Clearly,
not on this show.
we what was it? So, No Country for Old Men. Fantastic movie. Probably
And then
my favorite Coen Brothers movie.
and they also won director for it, so we have that going
They
on.
won Best Director, the Coen Brothers.
In keeping with the pattern.
Well, what they did is like Joel is technically the one that was director, and then Ethan will be the producer because of like the Director Guild of America, like their whole rules. Like you can only technically have one director. So even though they both directed, and everybody knows, and they both like went up there, you know.
Yeah.
But technically, it was Joel Coen that won it,
Yeah.
and then for producing, and they're like, and then Ethan Coen producing. I'm like, yeah, that would do it. Even though they look the same, and I used to think they were twins. They're not. few years apart. Even though I think they're both married to Frances McDormand, not just one. They put her in all the movies. I think some weird stuff goes on in the background of some of those movies.
They also won for the adapted screenplay on that.
Yeah, and then Javier Bardem One supporting actor.
Javier Bardem.
As he should have, because Anton Chigurh is one of the most terrifying people to ever be on screen.
Yeah, he's
Called it.
killed it.
He killed
Literally.
lots of things. He's terrifying.
A silenced shotgun.
Even just the way he
Yeah.
looks, his haircut, everything about it.
Well, see, and too, there's a lot going on there with the tank, mercilessly slaughtering the cattle.
Yeah.
That's kind of the
using the gun that kills cattle,
Yeah.
typically.
and
on humans.
And I think the imagery there is showing how like your average person is probably, they're not, someone who can stand toe to toe with him.
He's a force of
Which
nature.
the main character of the film is someone who can.
Kind of.
I mean, we never get to see the showdown.
Yeah.
You never know.
It robs us.
Yeah. And that's
Which
the
is
whole
brilliant.
thing. And that, I mean,
The movie can be off-putting the first time you see it. Like the way it starts seems more conventional, and then something happens where somebody in the movie unexpectedly meets a demise off screen, and
we've spoiled it before.
oh yeah, we have. I don't know why we randomly decide to stop the spoiler alerts, but No Country, amazing. What else?
No,
What are some of the
and
things?
what's really, I think, incredible about it, though, is how almost verbatim it is the book.
And people
how
used
close
to say,
it is to the book. It's the dialogue, everything is just. And what's great about it is like it's rare that works. Like from book to screen. Like there's usually stuff you have to cut out, concessions you have to make. Artistic.
and sometimes it's not even
what do you call
appropriate.
them?
Yeah.
Compromises. You have
Exactly.
to make, which I feel like they didn't have to with this. They didn't make much compromise. They really brought it to life.
Which is surprising because anyone who's read the book a lot of people thought Cormac McCarthy was absolutely unfilmable, and they did it, and they captured the spirit
Good
of his
Lord, they
novel.
keep trying though, don't they?
They've
The
done
Road.
it. I think they've done it a few times. They did.
And
Yeah.
something else just came out.
See, The Road, it's like they're
All
even
the pretty
saying,
horses.
yeah. With The Road, they're even saying the same dialogue, kind of like No Country for Old Men, but there's lots of music in it, which isn't really appropriate for McCarthy novels, I feel. Like No Country, there's technically a soundtrack. Somebody is accredited to it, but it's only...
It's at the end.
Yeah.
Over the credits.
There's one scene in the movie I read where there is like a little music, like it's a little violin thing, but you can barely hear
Or
it.
like a tone.
They
Yeah,
turn
low,
around, or
like
something.
bass tone.
So
or
there's
something,
stuff
yeah.
in the movie, but there's not much. And in The Road, when they made it, it's lots of dramatic, swelling, and like in the part of the book, it emphasizes how quiet and dark it is, and full orchestra doesn't really. So they've tried, and the Coen brothers are basically the only ones that got it right, it seems, and they're awesome, and one of my favorites.
Well, I think that's just the attention to detail they bring to their filmmaking. That's why it's so enjoyable to watch. Is because they, like every frame of that was thought about. Like, they thought about every scene, every line. Like that, they made sure that was right. And not every director is like that. Not every director has that attention to detail. Some people, they like to kind of see what happens naturally between the actors and other stuff like that. But with this, it's definitely not like that.
No, definitely one of my favorites of theirs, if not the, for sure.
I also enjoyed Michael Clayton.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
a lot of people, I feel like, enjoyed that movie.
Tilda Swinton won.
I'm one of them.
Tilda Swinton won
It's okay.
Best Actress. I enjoyed it. I thought
I mean, I didn't think it was like
I'll always watch Clune Dog. Don't get me
amazing.
wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, George Clooney, he's a presence.
Oh, yeah.
on the screen.
He's great.
and then Tom Wilkinson was also fantastic.
He's
Yeah,
always
of
good
course.
too.
Being all crazy and whatnot.
Still the best in The Patriot as Lord Cornwallis. Best role for sure. But
No, I liked him in the Full Monty. I thought he was really good in that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just, I think The Patriot versus Lord Cornwallis.
Well, screw you.
What if Lord Cornwallis?
General Cornwallis.
Yeah, what if,
Lord Cornwallis. What is he like?
Well, because
Darth Cornwallis.
they refer to him as Lord Cornwallis several times. Like they're giving him land. Yeah. What if Darth Lord Cornwallis was the one stripping at the end of the Full Monty. That'd be great. That's what should have happened, but it didn't. They didn't have the foresight. Unfortunately, they're just making Independence Day 2 instead.
Well, coming up on the break. But of the two winners, The Departed or No Country, which would you watch if you had the option right now? Michael, go first.
The Departed, because it's been longer since I've seen it. If like with the way you phrase that question, if you phrase it, which one would I pick? That would be
that's not the way I phrased it. I said, which one would you watch right now?
All right, then The Departed, and that's my reasoning. Jason,
No Country, because it's the last one I saw was The Departed.
Okay, let's try this again. Which one would you pick? Hands
No
down.
Country, not hands down, but No Country for Old Men. I enjoy thoroughly.
down.
I love Western. I love Western. I love Westerns. It's like, kind of a modern Western.
Okay.
And The Departed is fantastic, but that first viewing of The Departed, it still is amazing every time you watch it. But when you don't know what's going to happen, it is kind of a different experience. No Country for Old Men, it's kind of like that with certain things happening, but I feel it's more rewatchable.
No Country for Old Men.
So you pick No Country. Man, yeah, I'd say No Country. Like, Departed's really great. It's just Scorsese has so many other great movies. And the Coen brothers do too. But I don't know, like, No Country is like top 5 for me. So like I can't not pick that. I wouldn't say Departed's in my top 5. That's definitely in a top like 20 somewhere probably, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
It's up there.
A top 30,
A
40.
proverbial list, yes.
Top 250 IMDb. No. Okay. All right. So I guess, on that note, we'll be back.
And we are back. This is Filmgoat. So, we saw a trailer recently for a new Marvel movie called Captain America Civil War, which I suppose would be Captain America 3, which is probably like the 16th movie of this Marvel universe. I don't know. It's kind of stopping making sense, but it's going to happen, and we're going to see it. Probably, most likely.
Yeah. Of course.
I've seen all of them except for Ant-Man in the theater, so what can I say? I watched it on the tiny screen, just like his character.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I did too. I mean, it was apt.
Yes. Incredibly apt. So what do you guys think? I think it could be promising because I am a nerd and I did read the comic that it was based on.
I just don't want any more, cheap character deaths. Like for no, like have some purpose.
Who would they
at
kill
least.
though?
Well, you see Don Cheadle lying in Tony Stark's arms
In the shot,
trailer, yeah.
Which I don't know if he's necessarily dead there, but
I don't
That'd be
know
a
the
pretty
look
big
on
spoiler alert.
I know, right? Like
That'd be like
it's-
the ultimate thing.
trailer ethics. You know how they do.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like if they showed a certain
fucking never know.
something for the new Star Wars movie in the trailer. They're like, it's already out. It's like TV spot. Oh, I can't wait to see Star Wars later this night. Let me watch the news. Here,
It's
see
like-
Star Wars.
No one gives a shit about spoiling anything until it's fucking Star Wars, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, don't spoil it. It's just like, what? Where did
And
that
everyone
come
did a
from?
good job about it. It's like there was a lot of things I legitimately did not know happened, and this is
But
probably
back
the
to-
More
movie.
importantly, Captain America
So-
apparently
If you listen to the last episode, that's
defying
the only
the U.S.
positive thing about
government.
Star Wars.
Okay, so, Jason, what were you saying about the plot to Captain America?
Can I speak, Michael?
No.
Is that fine? Captain America is apparently defying the U.S. government because his bro, like he's his buddy.
Well, they want superheroes to sign up.
Yeah,
But why does Tony Stark do that? Because isn't he totally against like being having oversight, like the whole thing with Iron Man 2. Isn't that the whole thing he's fighting?
Yeah, it happens in the comics too. It seems like that's the only reason they're doing it, because it happened in the comics. In the universe they have created, yeah, it seems like they would almost be on the other side.
Unless they finally tie in the goddamn conversation at the end of The Incredible Hulk with Tony Stark and William Hurt's character, who's going to be in Civil War. So maybe they'll tie it in that way.
I'm sure they'll do something. But Iron Man and Bucky and Captain America at one point are going to be standing in a room having an epic one-shot fight where they're throwing the shield back and forth. It looks kind of stupid.
Cheesy as fuck. Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you
And
think
then both
they're not gonna kill Iron Man?
No. He signed on for the Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
Yeah, they can't kill him. He's coming out alive.
and see
Captain America. Chris Evans is signed on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I
They
mean,
can't- they're going to kill Bucky.
But why?
Right.
Like you already killed Bucky.
they're going to kill
keep
Bucky.
killing Bucky.
Just keep killing Bucky.
They're going to kill Bucky. They're going to kill Bucky and Don Cheadle. One for both
They
sides.
could.
Why would they do that?
But then
In
also
the
the
Black
introduction and setup for the Black Panther movie.
Oh,
And Spider-Man is in the movie, apparently.
Yeah, and yeah, Sony.
That's right.
Sony lent them the rights to Spider-Man so they can finally put him in the Avengers.
They lent them the rights. That was a whole thing. It's kind of cool because in the comic, that was the main thing, that Spider-Man took his mask off, but he hasn't been in any of these movies.
And also, I was wondering when it was going to happen too, because Spider-Man was a part of the Avengers team that defeated Thanos in the comic book.
Who eventually is going to show up.
Yeah, at some
Thanos,
point
that
or
is.
another in like 20 fucking years.
I thought he would be the bad guy of the Avengers 2 at least, but I guess he'll be the bad guy in the Avengers 3,
Yeah,
And
I assume
3.5.
Infinity Wars is going to be him.
the Infinity Gauntlet, of course. It's like a Michael Jackson looking gauntlet. The thing he wore in the Beat It video.
Michael Jackson's coming to.
If they did have a big
Kill
dance
everyone.
off, that would be a pretty ballsy ending.
I mean, that's how
fucking
Guardians of
Guardians,
the Galaxy
yeah.
ended.
That is
Ridiculously.
true. I guess there is precedent. And I guess they're going to show up at some point too. The Guardians.
Right.
They're gonna be like the Eagles and fucking.
Here come the Guardians.
I am Groot. He's going to grow over and like create a shield. It's like, you already did that. It's just like
We're
his
gonna
one
reuse
move.
the spot device as many times as we can.
He's going to cover the universe from Thanos. It's like, sweet. Thanks, Vin Diesel, Groot.
That's okay.
Chris Pratt shows
That's
up.
out there.
Enough of that. We'll go see it.
We've
But
talked enough about it.
yeah,
Let's get on to the main event. Here.
we also recently watched a movie that we all
The eighth film by a
of-
certain director.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yes.
The Hateful Eight.
Which is the first film of his to have a three-word title. They have all had 2-word titles, and he breaks form on the 8th.
I can't wait to see how many words will be in the 9th.
Oh man,
4. Oh.
because of his movies, that's what I'm most concerned about is how many words are in the title.
So Hateful Eight, out of 5 stars, what would you give it, David?
Out of 5 stars, 4.5.
Jason?
I'd probably give it 4. 4.5. Yeah, 4.
I'd probably give it 4 as well. Out of
So
5.
4.5.
Yeah.
It's very good. I mean, there's not really many negatives about it. It's not necessarily surprising.
Some people might not enjoy this movie.
Well, if you have a certain sensibility, a few things may offend you. There might be something that people would consider racist. There might be
There's
things,
a lot of things.
Misogyny.
Yes. Violence to a certain degree. There's some violence, I suppose you
Yeah,
could
and we
say.
talked about misogyny, not objectification of women. 2 separate things, people. Let's get that straight, okay?
There is a woman in the
Misogyny
movie.
means hate of women. They literally hate this woman in the movie. That's what we mean.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, it's bad.
I choose my words wisely.
Yes.
It is bad.
Daisy Domergue.
Yes. She's a cunt.
She is an evil, evil bitch.
Yeah, she is. And you'll see.
But she plucks the guitar real well.
Everyone has shades of gray, Jason. There's parts of everybody.
I really
Walton
enjoyed
Goggins.
Walter. God damn you, Walter Goggins. Yeah. Who,
Indeed.
yeah. really, really,
That's that.
really fun time because I also enjoyed him in Django. Django. Unchained.
Django.
Yeah.
Better than Django.
Oh,
Yes.
definitely by leaps and bounds.
Yes, I thought this was much better than Django.
I did enjoy Django. but
Yeah, I'm not saying I didn't enjoy Django, but of his movies, that probably ranks lower.
I would probably
than the
put
Hateful
it
Eight.
in the top 3 of the Quentin Tarantino movies.
The
me
Hateful Eight,
personally,
to be
yes,
specific. Yes.
it would probably be number 3. And of course, I think Inglourious.
That might be a
Bastards
fun thing
and
to
Pulp
do
Fiction.
At the
that might at
end.
the end before.
Let's
we start
talk more
ranking
about the
them.
movie.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. We're all friends. Fans.
They were not
fans. Fans of the movie The Thing, which it definitely has sort of The Thing
It
feel.
draws some inspiration.
Kurt
from
Russell's in it.
Yeah,
that helps.
music by Ennio Morricone.
It's just
Snow, Trapped.
the
Snowstorm.
the play on paranoia,
Let's keep interrupting Jason.
as always.
Yeah, just kidding. Apparently, Quentin Tarantino only showed the cast The Thing as they were filming. It's going this.
So there's so the feeling that we had watching it, seeing all this stuff,
Specifically,
was
David.
that
Ranting and raving the whole time. Oh, this is the thing. But it's Quentin Tarantino's The Thing.
It's a Western
and,
thing.
and I think
And it turns out he was correct.
it's great. I love The Thing. And like we talked about a few episodes ago, this was on a list. The Thing was number 1 on my sci-fi horror list. So, I of course I'm going to love this fucking movie. So if you don't like The Thing, then fuck off. You're not going to like this movie.
Yeah, if you don't like The Thing, you probably won't like this.
But
violent.
it gets pretty violent.
And the cast is just fantastic, as
But-
always with Tarantino films.
I mean, look, you got Tim Roth in there. You got Michael Madsen.
Who's only good in Quentin Tarantino movies for some reason.
Samuel Jackson.
Oh, Sammy. Yeah, I mean, he's
Sam Jackson
Was it-
kills it.
Was it Michael Madsen in Free Willy?
I don't know.
I do believe so.
Well, was he? Free Willy is not that.
Anywho,
Okay.
but yeah, Hateful.
You're saying he killed it in Free Willy? So you got Reservoir Dogs, like Free Willy, and they played.
But yeah, Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Dern.
Did he play the
Bruce
whale?
Dern, yeah.
No, he was the kid's father.
In case somebody's thinking about it, there's another character, but we're not going to say who that is.
But it says in the opening credits.
But let people see that in the
All
opening
right,
credits.
fine.
We're not going to spoil this one.
All right.
We all enjoyed it. Let's let people see it.
Somebody shows up.
Somebody shows
Tim
up.
Roth's good.
That
Who else is in that
was
movie?
fun because it's unexpected. You're not expecting them to do that. And typically playing a good guy. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
And that's all we're
Yeah,
going to say
I was
about
like,
it.
all right, yeah.
That's all we can say about
I'm the final authority.
The most, it has the most musical score, which is a strange thing to say.
Oh yeah, like music, yeah,
actual
score,
music,
like
yes.
that, like rather than like music within the film,
which
like
Quentin typically does, puts songs and usually scenes you would not expect to hear that song. Sometimes when people are getting the ear cut off, or
but usually they're songs like
Yeah.
by artists and bands. Where the difference here is like this is a composer.
There will
like,
be
doing
moments of a score.
Which he hasn't done an original score in a long ass time. Tarantino's used like bits of him in his other movies, but
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is like the first time he's
Ennio.
come back and done an official like entire
And
movie score.
he uses some of his older music too in the Hateful Eight as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and there's actually there's a song I heard from The Thing that actually plays at one part. So
I'm surprised he even is still making scores because he made this Good, the Bad, and the Ugly score, but fantastic composer. Glad
yeah,
he came.
he
back.
also did the score for The Thing.
Yeah.
I don't think we mentioned that.
We've been talking about the composer like it was a big deal
It's a great movie.
Yeah, so that's the connection there
for
So-
the thing. Yeah.
So yeah. Now
As I was saying
Michael,
earlier,
yes.
top 3 Tarantino movies.
something
Michael,
we just came up with. As I said, number 3 would probably be Hateful Eight. The number 1 and 2 are a toss-up. I do love me some Pulp Fiction, but Inglourious Bastards is very entertaining. Might be controversial. Put that at number 1. 2 Pulp Fiction.
Glorious Bastards at
Hateful
number
Eight.
1.
See, I was going to go number 3, Hateful Eight, number 2, Kill Bill Volume 2, then Inglorious Bastards.
Oh,
Wow.
more controversial.
Okay.
Yeah. No
Okay.
Pulp Fiction.
Ooh,
Oh,
ooh,
so that's how you feel. Okay.
Pulp Fiction is probably number 4, but we're not doing that.
probably.
Well, mine, I put Pulp Fiction at 1 automatically.
Oh,
That's
yeah, of
always
course.
going to be
Yeah,
1.
duh.
I think Hateful Eight though. That might be a 2.
Oh,
And I love Reservoir Dogs. And
oh yeah.
I forgot about that one.
And
I mean,
Jackie Brown.
A lot of them are
Very
really good.
All, like he's
All 8 of his
his
movies.
batting average is pretty solid here. Like,
Death Proof I'd probably put at the bottom, but it's not like it's bad. It's still entertaining.
yeah,
as hell.
exactly. It's but that
The best B movie ever.
But yeah, I think I'll put Hateful Eight at 2, and then 3's tough. That's like either Inglorious Bastards or Reservoir Dogs is going there. I feel like
All solid choices.
yeah.
I do love me some Kill Bill Volume 2. That might have been number 4.
Yeah, I do too.
See,
this is the
David
thing.
They're all
Carradine.
good.
Yeah.
They're all
It's so hard to do this with his movies, like because there's so much. Some of them are just different from the others. And it's hard to compare. But anyway,
Go see it.
yes,
Great
Go
movie.
see it, especially if you're a Tarantino fan.
And so I think we probably have some plugs coming up right before we get out of here.
Yes.
So hopefully soon, our other podcast, our new podcast, Bro Dogs, will be coming out on the Noise Fox network. You should look it up on any kind of social media platform you prefer to use. Stuff like Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it's either today that it comes out or next week.
It'll be very soon, folks. Feel free to investigate.
Coming soon.
Yes.
But yeah, that's it, folks.
Thanks.
Ta-ta.
Have a good one.